2, 1.
And welcome back to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 284. Bro, they just one just writes itself. 2 broken into 8 parts is like 4, or something like that.
What the fuck?
There's some division in there, 2, 4, 8, but if you take a 2 and you divide it in 8 parts, then you have
Ooh-wee.
2 divided by 8 is like a small amount. It's a bunch of fractions, which we don't take those. You can take those fractions and turn them into decimals, and then put them into
I
4
heard that
separate
you were
groups.
bashing the metric system again.
It just doesn't.
Because you don't understand how to use thousands.
It's the fact that it should be simple, and I was never taught my prefixes, makes it so much more complicated to me.
Every one of them is just either 100 of the thing or 1,000 of the thing.
Yeah, but aren't there a bunch of
If you want to get all fancy with the names, you can. You don't have to, though.
Why didn't I have a prefix class?
There's 1,000 grams in a kilogram. Kilo. You know how you write the K for 1,000?
Yeah.
1K? 1,000. There you go. Done. You understand
what's
it.
What's P?
I don't fucking know, and it doesn't matter.
Exactly. It matters.
That's like asking you what's the next bigger measurement from a mile. What is it?
Huh. So what would be the next thing after a mile? So, a light year.
I'm going to look.
A light year.
Okay. They split. Oh no, sorry, I got it. It's a league.
Ah, that is true.
It's 3 miles.
Which I think
because why the fuck isn't it?
But I think leagues are universally accepted, aren't they not? Isn't in the Navy?
So is the metric system.
No, we don't accept it.
Okay.
Okay, if you're gonna call now burnout.
Yeah.
If you're gonna say something in distance, when you're talking about how far Mars away is from Earth, you can talk about kilometer. You can talk about all that shit. But then we just start saying time, because that's the only rate for Mars is 7 months away in travel.
Yeah, because it's a fucking big number in anything that makes sense to people.
Yeah. So after a mile, it just gets into
to stay relative, you put it in time.
How far away is that?
That's the reason.
It's 2 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
So that's the bigger. You jump concepts of distance into time. The mile's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if I was taught my prefixes, I'd understand the metric system more. I'll still die on temperatures. Makes more sense. Fahrenheit's based on the human body.
Can I ask why? Why is it based on the human body?
It just is. Fair. Let me look it up so I can. Height. The final point was founded by measuring human body temperature, which he first marked at 90 degrees. The temperature was adjusted to 32 and 96, and then the scale was redefined again so that 98.5 is the temperature of the human body, leaving the freezing point of water unchanged.
You want to know what's crazy?
Yeah.
The metric system, 0 is freezing, 100 is boiling. Holy shit.
Yeah, but that's based on water. That's a whole foreign concept.
And you're telling me that 98.5 means it's based on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The metric Celsius is such a piss poor unit of measurement that science
It's a
even threw
little.
it away.
Science uses Celsius a lot more than they do Fahrenheit.
They use Kelvin a lot more than they use Celsius.
That's fine. I will let science use their own. That's fine.
They thought Celsius was so
But
shit they made.
on the totem pole of what science uses, Fahrenheit's at the bottom.
Yeah, but Celsius is down there with there.
It's above it, but it's pretty low. That's
Oh,
fine.
okay. We're still wearing both dunces hats.
Like if you asked a scientist what's room temperature, they wouldn't give you it in Kelvin.
If they were a real scientist, they should. That's when you got your your bargain brand scientist when they give it, and that's when you know they're into science is when they give you the Kelvin.
Okay, do you want to take a guess at what room temperature in Kelvin is?
Shouldn't it be like really negative?
No.
Really high? It's one
Yeah.
extreme or the other. Is it high?
I think Kelvin is a very low. Like 0 in Kelvin is
Absolute.
fucking cold.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's like 295.
Perfect.
Oh, I have a great thing to talk about. All right.
If Celsius was so great, it wouldn't accept how it wouldn't. If Celsius was so great, how come it turns into Fahrenheit when it gets cold enough?
Okay. We're going to switch from measurements. We're going to switch to a different measurement. Okay.
Okay.
Called monopoly money of insurance. Okay.
Okay.
So my dad recently got a new wheelchair. All right.
Yes.
You know, it's a pretty nice wheelchair. It's like a real good brand. It's got a seat that the bottom of the seat tilts, the backrest tilts, the legs go up, and the seat base raises itself. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We got lots of electric functions. Okay? We got the paperwork today for how much insurance was billed for that chair.
Yikes.
Okay?
That's
Now,
fake ass.
I also have the number that they paid for the chair. So what would you like to try to guess first?
Bro, okay. I guess the way I need to think about it is I need the real number first so I can work my way up.
Okay. Fair. Do you want the number or do you want to guess the number? At least throw me a guess of some sort.
So MSRP, define the number I should be guessing. Like what?
You said
what
you
is
want to
this?
work up, so you
Yeah,
are
so
guessing what insurance paid to
the
whoever
company.
built out the chair. Yeah.
Okay, so what insurance truly paid to the company?
Yep.
God, I want to guess high, but I don't want to guess high because I'm assuming they have some killer deal where they're both getting money on the back end from it. I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say. Let me say like a Honda Civic. Let me say like $23,000.
Okay.
I know it's a fancy Trayer, but I feel like you could be able. I feel like a Honda Civic shouldn't be a cheaper make than this wheelchair. Maybe it should be, but again, I think the idea of buying a Honda Civic shouldn't I think if they can make a Honda Civic, I think you can make
It's
a
a very
wheelchair.
compressed thing, you know?
It is.
If
but,
you had to compress a Honda Civic into a wheelchair, man, that's crunched up.
that's a Kia, and I think those are cheaper.
So I will accept your answer. On paper, there's they have this whole stipulation of you may be charged for, but they never do charge because of insurance bullshit. So it's somewhere in the realm of 20 to 25.
Oh, I was right there at 23. I was right.
Insurance absolutely paid 20. there's wiggle room that it could have been up to 25.
Bro, I hit that. That's
You
the first
you
time I've
did
hit
hit
one of
that.
them.
So now we got to go the other way. How much
Okay.
how much did the paper say at the bottom line that they wanted to charge?
Okay, so in my mind is you double it. You have to double it, bro. It's just like those. It's just like when I watch these stupid watch video or like I don't know if you've gotten any of the algorithm for like the jewelry things or the watch things or like the
Not
the
much.
the gem thing. No,
I know what you're talking about, but that's about it.
there's this
I
one dude.
haven't dove into that one.
The guys walk in, they're like, "Oh, I need 1,700 a carat," and he's just like, "Oh,
And
fuck, you're fucking me."
I know the dude, I know the table they sit it on, like that's I know who you're talking about.
He's like, "Oh, you're fucking wild." He's like, "I'll give you
Yeah.
800 a carat," and they're just like, "Oh, show me the calculator." They're like calculating it out, and
Yep.
they're like, "Oh man, I need, I need 1,600." I'll be like, "I'll give you 850." They're like, 1,000, and they're like, "Sure." So this is just we're gonna double it, so like 46 ish, and then you're gonna have processing fees. Right? Can't forget the processing fees. Think of how much paperwork needed to be done. 10 to 20 pages, probably.
The spec sheet I think was 3, just to give you like reference here.
Yeah.
Cuz
See,
like everything is an option, right? It's like buying a car.
6, 7, 6, 40, 50. They bought it because then they have to make, they have to
Okay.
like,
I'm going to give you a little hint, all right?
okay.
On the armrest on the right side, right?
Did you get a cup holder?
No, but that is an option. On the armrest on the right side, where the control, like the stick to control it, and the little
Yeah.
screen that's on there,
Also screen.
yeah,
Okay.
there's a breakaway for the controller that it swings. It's 2 hinges, all right? So that you can swing it from straight forward and swing it back, all right?
Bro, that's like 2
That's a
hinges.
that's $1,000
That's a lot
for
of
their
hinges.
spec sheet.
See, I'm already doubling it. And I feel like I'm already like not in the ballpark. I'm out of the processing fees on doubling it, and I'm at like 50,000. I don't think I'm in the ballpark. Fuck. Okay, so he has like 3 accessories.
Oh fuck no.
Oh, he got the full package.
Like just about.
Embroidered seat.
Like no, but let me tell
V
you, it's a
V,
fancy ass cushion.
VB on it. Vince Bruno.
You know, almost.
The fifth, the eighth, the ninth. I don't know which one he is.
Like I'm talking, he's got leg holders, like pads that hold legs in. You know,
Yeah.
he's got calf pads. He's got a headrest.
Fuck. Let me triple that. So like 26, 7450 plus 10,000 in processing fees, so 8450. Is there any other party involved that I'm not like a private privy to? Is
I
it
don't
just
think
like
so.
insurance? It's like
It's
the
like
government. Is the government involved?
it's a DME dealer, which is a durable medical equipment dealer
Oh,
that gets it straight from the manufacturer.
okay.
So it's like it's a middleman, but it's only that middleman. It's
So
not
like
like a
the
double,
government.
triple
Do
threat.
I have to like talk
It
about
is
government
government
process?
insurance, but
That's like that's government.
that doesn't change what they send the price at.
That's like doubles the paperwork then. That's like 40 pages. Probably on the back end. 84, 8450.
Okay,
30, 8450, 36.
you got a lot closer.
Okay.
90.
Oh, that wasn't that bad.
Like $90,205 or something in that ballpark.
That's wild.
When you said double it and got to like 47, and I was like, oh, He might pull a just double it again thing and be right dead nuts on the money.
I was thinking about getting to 100,000, but I was like, that's just wild.
90 is just wild. Let's be honest here.
I was really hoping to get I was really hoping to end at 75 and be like 10,000 up or down off. But then I
I
added
mean,
10,000
like,
to hedge my bets more, and I was
you
still
got
off
to
by 10,000.
84, so you were like 6,000 off. That's
Cause I
not bad.
doubled it.
That's
No,
pretty
cause
good.
I ended up tripling it, and then yeah,
I think that's like the closest you've gotten to one
to
of
most
my
things,
insane what's the price of this things.
bro. Cord thing was wild. But yeah. Um. Damn, 90,000. But like, where does that fit? Where does I don't believe that like really happened. Like, is that like real? Like, how real is
What?
that? Do you think $90,000 exchanged hands, or like, is it
No.
all just paper?
No. They said, "Hey, pay us 90,000." And Medicare went, "No. Here's 20. Be happy. Goodbye." But that's the insurance game. Like that's literally what the insurance game is in America.
Man, do you wanna get in the gem business?
Are we talking like colored? Or are we talking diamonds? Or are we talking everything?
Anything.
Okay.
So I guess the easy game is like the non-precious gems.
What is a non-precious gem?
Oh, do you never watch Dan Hurd prospecting?
I have, but I don't think I got to the gem side of things.
Oh, that's like all the shit he like. That's most of the shit he ends up finding is like not
Like
well, he
his,
does gold.
I guess that's like what a fancy looking rock.
Yeah. Well, uh, you ever see his stuff about ocean picture stone?
That's okay. My brain was thinking for the name, and that's the one that is in my head. Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, you probably like um that's technically a gem, non-precious, because it's like not defined as like the things we think of as like precious, like rubies, sapphires, diamonds, emeralds.
yeah,
Um,
okay,
but like it's still technically a gem, and like apparently he has like the only ocean picture stone claim in the world for I don't know how it all his story is, he found it, it was cool, no one else claims to have it, or no one else has the exact like variation apparently that like defines whatever he's classified
yeah.
ocean picture stone as. So
I mean,
I
it looks
think
cool,
it's
and I understand why he called or they whoever called it Ocean Picture Stone. It kind of looks like an ocean scene with the
yeah,
whites and the blues and everything, and you get the browns from the rock in there.
yeah. So like I think we get, you start at that game. That's like, you
Maybe like
start low
some jade river rocks.
yeah, then you start low value but high like throughput of like
The only problem in my mind is shipping rocks is expensive.
yeah, but shipping small rocks cheap.
Fair.
Like he doesn't sell that big rock. He breaks it up into a bunch of small rocks and then you like
I mean,
the
that one is
small
pretty nice looking though.
that one might not like be broken up, but like
Yeah.
um
Yeah, like that one's gigantic for him.
yes. But like that's those are the those are the things
That's
he
like
ends
the
up
bread and butter.
yeah. So like, you know, because then those get turned into jewelry. I think you get into like you get into
Or
semi
like knick-knack kind of size. Even. Oh no,
yeah,
those are tiny. That's jewelry. Yes.
yes.
I was looking at a table and I think I was like 4 times too large.
Probably. Maybe the big stone you get like a bunch of flat pieces and like put it down.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we get we get semi precious, and then we start like dabbling in the precious,
Yeah.
and then we get into like
Do
gold.
you do you want to be a stone cutter Do you want to cut stones or do you just want to deal in
I
them?
want to
You want to be the
deal.
wheeler and dealer?
I just want to I just want to be like, oh fuck, Jim called me up. He's desperate for 50 pieces of stuff. And then I'm like wheeling and
Uh huh.
dealing like my.
Okay.
And then somehow we get big enough that we get our own YouTube channel where we're just like, I don't know, somehow like complaining we're like always on the verge of like not having money, but like always like but like showing up in like our Ferraris and being like,
Mm-hmm.
times are tough right now. Vroom, vroom.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so that's where my thought process is.
I like
I've
it.
been still in I've been still in the watch game. It, I
I mean, they
I
go
am
together.
I'm so confused in life how I I'm just so confused in life how I guess maybe these people don't have this money, but to some degree this money is flowing places for these watches.
Yeah.
Like when I think like when I watch it, like if I was shopping for a watch, I'm like if I was searching for a nice one, I'm thinking about like the 100 to like $500 range. But like the people in these videos are always like one to two more zeros on top of that, if not three. So it's just like,
Feel like the base nice watch is like 10 grand.
yeah. Well, you can get some sub 10 grand Rolexes. I think there's a couple Rolexes
Can you?
styles
Okay.
that you can get for a couple thousand. I mean, it's
Okay.
not like you have the cool Rolex.
Yeah.
Which one? Wait, like there's definitely,
Today's market, cheap Rolex watches are typically 6 to 11,000.
yeah.
So I'm not too far off with my 10.
No. And if you get like, there's like, you can get some of them ones like used ones for like less.
I feel like Rolexes don't depreciate much as long as they're not trashed.
No, but like, so like, here's one. Like,
Which even that in itself is kind of crazy.
yes. Um, like if you truly wanted to have like a Rolex on your wrist, you could buy this one for like $4,400 on this website.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, probably like the cheapest shit Rolexes don't hold great value, if I had to
They
guess.
don't hold great value, or when people like buy them and then they buy them to have one, and then they try to like move
Yeah.
up in life. So like then they try to just get rid of them for that. Um,
Like, what does
but
a
yeah,
Pepsi Rolex cost?
20,000, 18, 20,
Okay. Because I
I
know that
think.
that's a very popular Rolex. Like,
I think the last video they mentioned it was like, oh no, I must be wrong. Well, this is just this one.
no, yeah, Google's saying 10 to 20.
Yeah.
That was in euros, so. Luxury Watches USA says 13 to 75, which probably makes sense because there's probably some rare ones. So yeah, 10 to 20. I'm calling that. Close enough.
You, you know what watch I want?
What's that?
The Daytona Panda. I don't know if you
The
ever seen that one.
what?
Um, it's a chronograph, so it has the three dials for chronographic
Mm-hmm,
time.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay, I see it. Mickey Mouse looking motherfucker thing.
yeah, fucking so clean.
It's nice.
That's yeah, that one. That's a that's
This is
not
a
cheap one.
30.
Yeah.
30 and up is what it's looking like.
So
Well, okay. Let me get a little more detailed. What kind of color scheme are we working with here for you?
just
Are you
the black and white, silver, black and white. No gold. I don't want
okay?
gold.
Nope. But you want the black involved.
I do want the
Just
black.
just on the crown, or like, are you looking for the stripe down the band?
Um,
Or the black face?
white face, black dial,
Like the
black
crown around it,
circles.
yeah.
Yeah, the crown, and then the black dials, or I don't know, the sub dials, the
Mm-hmm.
chronograph dials.
I think I'm looking at one. What about the band?
Just straight silver.
Okay.
Straight,
I
straight
got one
silver.
for 45.9 for you.
Damn. So I have like a, I don't, it's not a knockoff, but I have like a fake one. That not a fake one. There's a Sekio watch
A
that is,
similar looking watch, basically.
yeah. It's not
Yeah,
a,
no, that's like exactly. Yep.
yeah. However, the dials are all black. I
Yeah.
wish they were white black, but
Mm-hmm.
that's like the if I actually bought one, it would be that one.
I'm trying to understand this dial face right now, and I'm having trouble.
It's one's a minute, one's minute in
No, or
seconds.
not dial, the crown.
Oh, it's something with flying.
Is it? Okay.
I think like this is like meant for. I think chronographs are meant for flying, and that's why it's a t- tachyon.
Actually, they're calling this a cosmograph, so that might be what makes it fucking crazy.
Ah,
At least the Rolex one that I'm looking at says
oh
that.
yeah. Chronograph watch. I
Dude,
mean,
what happened to being able to copy images? Why is it so hard
crash,
nowadays?
crash. Um, yeah. What's the minute? No, 24 hour.
So, like, this is the dream, right?
Oh, it feels yes. Feels weirdly gold, but I feel like that might just be like light making it
Yeah.
seem gold. Yes.
It's nice looking.
Gimme. Gimme. Units per hour? I don't quite. I think it all means something that I'm too dumb to understand.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm attempting to look right now, actually.
Um, yes.
By the way, crown might not be the correct term for the thing I'm talking about. I might have pulled that out of my ass.
It's fine. I'm not. I'm not no.
I know, but me Googling now makes it not seem correct because I can't find the thing I want.
Um, a lot of fucking ugly ass watches out there. Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
A lot of, a lot of people drop money on like dog do. I'm sitting there like I wouldn't wear that shit if like it was given to me. I don't think I'd wear that shit. Like
Bezel is the correct term.
bezel. Adam Savage is a big Sekio guy. I don't know if you saw that tested episode a little bit ago.
I might have missed that one.
I think he was like modding, or he was doing something to a new watch he got. It was a Sekio, and he was just like he brought up the whole like modding community. Like a Sekio is like a really good timepiece, like workhorse timepiece, and
Yeah.
apparently the community's big into like modding them.
Interesting. The
Um,
tac the tachometer bezel's function is to measure average speeds per hour while traveling over a fixed distance. Oh, so it's like you start at 0, go to an hour, and figure out how fast you're going. Okay. So like you wait for you spin it somewhere. I don't fucking know, actually.
Who knows?
I don't understand how it measures distance with time. Or no, it's speed, not okay. Yeah. It's a basic calculator is what I'm understanding now.
Um, I think it just looks cool. I think the extra dials add pizzazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the bright side, my freaking leather band is breaking in.
Nice.
Goddamn, leather's great, but awful. Freaking
Yeah.
breaking it in is a bitch.
Yeah. But
Um,
broken in leather is so nice.
oh, itching for the day.
Like I remember so the when you say leather, the first thing I think about is my cowboy boots. Okay?
Yeah.
When they were new, they literally wore a V into my shin and calf
Hmm.
and ripped all the hair out of my leg.
Yikes.
But now that they're broken in, they're all comfy and like floppy and just great. But that took like a year and a half to do, I think.
Yeah. Ain't quick, but the payoff is satisfying.
Yeah.
Don't you didn't you say you needed to get them resold?
Rehealed. I got a
Healed.
new heel on them. I've done it once and I need to do it again.
Gotcha.
I don't wear them all the time though. I used to wear them a
Ah,
lot more.
back when you were a cowboy.
No, I don't know.
So I should have brought this up when we were talking about like weird like country things. Bro, I saw this today and I was like, oh, I should save it for the podcast. And it's like I hate these things are like when American sees when a like when another country comes here and like acts like they see something wild. So this is wild. I'm just like, bro, don't can't just like all America like I don't know. Sometimes I think they think America is just like a lot smaller than it is because I saw this whole video and I'm super confused on what the fuck that like is going on here. And I had to read a bunch of comments about this.
It's just fucking water.
They flood the lawn, that's how they irrigate? This is like an irrigation system. Like this isn't like a typical irrigate. Like this is how this irrigates. It floods the lawn, and that's like how that's just
That
standard.
seems wildly inefficient.
Apparently, it's because it's an area in America where that's how things get watered is through flash floods, so that you simulate flash floods in your yard, and that like apparently it's in Arizona. It's pretty popular. But this thing is like, oh, when Americans, this is a normal to America. I'm like, this is not normal. Like
This is
this is
why the
a
lakes are dry.
yeah,
This
it
is
is.
why they don't have any fucking water over there.
Yeah, you build a house on a desert, and then you have to yeah. It's wild. Like if you read, like then people are talking in the comments like, oh yeah, a lot of times, sometimes cities control like this, like it's like not like a built-in you thing. It's like a city thing that like controls the big water when I don't know. It is. It's just like it's like sometimes they act like that's just like normal for this country. I'm like, bro, there's so much about this country I don't know and like don't understand why they do. I don't understand why half of them call it pop. Fucking soda. I don't understand why the other half calls it Coke.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I got no shot. I got no explanation for you. I'm
oh,
still on in watch territory trying to understand the mechanical function of this fucking thing and what it does.
I think the watches that like you shake around your wrist a lot and then they recharge is pretty cool. Those are like
Yeah, the like, they have a name for it, and I don't remember. But
yeah.
like the auto wind based on just movement thing.
I don't understand how putting gems in watches make them like better or like how it makes them work. But that's the thing.
Um, I think you need to think of it like a bearing. Okay.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, if you get into high end knives, like pocket
Mhm.
knives, they use ceramic ball bearings for the pivot because it's fucking hard and they roll easy, right?
Mhm.
I think that a lot of the inner workings of a watch, they're trying to be very accurate in everything, right?
Yeah.
So, if you use a material that has to be a certain consistency, like a gem that is very hard, like rubies are fucking hard. They're a very hard material. I think that leads to them being accurate because there's less inconsistencies and the longevity of that material is very good. I think it's a hardness thing.
Works for me. I don't know. I just see gems in there and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's important." I'm like, "Fine by me."
Yeah.
No idea. I'm just over here like I don't know, using batteries. I don't know. I yeah.
And some watches do that.
Just over here with my digital watch where it auto adjusts for daylight savings. Get fucked.
My explanation was spot on. They even call them jewel bearings.
Jewel bearings. Okay.
They
Sick.
help
Works for
reduce
me.
friction in moving parts.
Because they got no friction.
Yes.
Yes. Works for me. I don't know how this world works, Bruno. I'm just out here.
Have you ever watched the YouTube channel ClickSpring?
What?
He's like a watch machinist.
Nah, bro. I feel like I'd fall asleep on that.
You probably very well could. He some of his videos are him making like extremely intricate and minuscule parts.
Nah, it's not me. Not me.
And that's fine.
No, not to watch, but I could never. Like, I can't live in small.
Oh fuck no, I can't. Dude, I got these fucking sausage fingers. They don't do small.
I don't know. I'm not good with the small. I don't think my dexterity is good.
I think mine is okay, just you get too small and my fingers don't work right for it.
Well, that's isn't that dexterity like isn't that like real dexterity is like through like the finessing of fingers?
Yeah, but like I feel like I'm pretty good as long as it's not tiny. Like you want me to put that bolt on the back or the nut on the backside of a hole that's in a tube? I'm pretty good with working my fingers to get that where it needs to be, but you start getting into tiny shit and I just don't work right.
So
I
you
don't
got
have the
big
small
dexterity,
I don't have the small fingers for small dexterity.
but you got the big fingers for big dexterity.
Sure, I like it.
Works for me. I can do big stuff. I just not small stuff.
Yeah.
Computer parts. I'm bad with phones. I never even attempted to try to repair phones. Not my.
It's only
It was
gotten harder lately.
even when it was like semi doable. It was just never my wheel. It was just too small. Too much
I attempted
laptop.
to fix an iPod touchscreen once. Went terribly. I broke the glass.
Broken worse than before.
That was when they were kind of stupid and had that whole like clamshell back thing that you had to
Uh-huh.
like shove the
Uh,
glass into. So I had to
yeah.
pry the glass out and it snapped in the middle. I was also pretty young. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you had an iPod recently.
No. I think that was my last Apple product. It was like an iPod Touch 2, maybe 3.
I had I had the iPod I had the iPod that wasn't an iPhone but looked like an iPhone, just was an iPod.
Like the big chunky one, the first one.
No, 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 no. It was like early iPhone, like before I think it was the iPod Touch still. Their naming over the years were bad. Yes, it was like no, it's a phone. No, it's an iPod. Oh, because I guess you still had all the FaceTime and iMessage like this thing. I had
I'm gonna give you a lineup. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm talking about one before that.
yeah, I think I had what the blue one was. Because after that I got an actual iPhone. But those were like fake.
Yeah. I'm talking like it might have been the first one with a back camera or the one before it. I don't remember which one it was. It was that era for me. In fact, I'm pretty sure it didn't have a camera. I think it was the one before it. The last one without a camera.
Yes.
That was the last Apple product I owned.
Yeah. That's wild. I forgot how wild. Like the iPod was just literally an iPhone, just not didn't have cellular.
Yeah, I think it was thinner too.
It was definitely, yeah, it was definitely thin. It was just like everything like an iPhone was minus the iPhone or minus
Yeah.
the phone.
And they were wildly popular when I was in school. Like everyone had one almost, it seemed.
I think they were cheap. Not cheap, but like cheap.
They were relatively cheap and did a lot. It was like 250 bucks and you could get a mini phone that wasn't a phone.
Man, give me swipe to unlock. Give me that screen that was like,
Do you remember seeing the videos of people doing it like through the generations on all of them?
yeah.
That was always pretty cool.
Um, that was the last, but that was like other than phones, that was like the last Apple product. Like seven, I have a MacBook Pro at work.
Yeah, I don't count that. You didn't buy that for yourself.
No,
Oh, I did have a work iPhone once, but I had that in addition to my phone because I would not give
gotcha.
up my phone.
Um, Madeline's been like pretty sole Mac for a few years now, and I've just
Yeah.
done stuff through work, and I hate like I don't know Max better than her, but I definitely understand Max better than her now. Now that like I've had to use them like pretty semi regularly,
Sure.
and watching her use it just infuriates me because she doesn't know like the shortcuts or any of like the things about it. And I'm just like the thing I hate about Mac is goddamn when you full screen it like full screens and like hides like when you full screen in Windows you still see your like bottom bar and like everything else is still normal. Mac it like takes the whole screen over.
Mm,
It's like full
yeah.
screening a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And I'm over here teaching the shortcut to like
Well,
not
the
do them.
Mac toolbar is huge, isn't it? Or
You
it
can make it
hides,
smaller.
doesn't it?
You can make it hide.
Yeah.
Now the thing is if you click anywhere on the the new setting they introduced on the thing is if you click anywhere on the desktop, all your windows just fly away and just like you see the empty
Bro, I
desktop.
have enough problems with that already, and I click my desktop all the time. Don't do that to me.
Um
I would hate that feature.
I don't know what it is about Macs truly. I have like theories and guesses. If you use a Mac for any length of time, the amount of tabs you end up open on that thing is an unreal, like, absurd amount. Like, it's the way it manages Windows and the way it does things. It's just the way the operating
It just
system
hides
is.
things from you. Yeah.
Well, it just allows it just like encourages window after window after window. Like nothing ever closes. It's always just
It
another window on
yeah.
top.
It
So when
reminds
I'm
me
like,
of my web browser on my phone. Like it just keeps opening tabs. I don't know why.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I have 10 open right now because I think I turned on a setting that if I don't touch it in a week, it goes away.
I've had like 80.
Yeah, no, I absolutely. I have two.
Um, but like I'll be on someone's Mac trying to help them with something. Like, oh, I need to go to your desktop, and I'm like, I've closed like a 30 or 40 like windows. It's just like wild.
Is there not a shortcut for that, like Windows?
Now I can just click the desktop.
But what if you
Nothing's good
can't
with remote
see the
touch.
desktop?
You can see it in like a corner typically.
Okay.
Two ways. Um, no, but it's like again, because I'm on my Windows computer, so I don't know. I don't have all the memorizations of how control or like alt goes to command, I think, and Windows key goes into control. Like you have to think about what the different
Oh
keyboard keys
God.
equivalent to.
Yeah. No thanks.
Because there's command option or command spacebar pulls up Spotlight. I will give macOS a Spotlight, which is just uh option space. I think. Either option or command. I just do it without thinking. Um, just like lets you search for. It's like a good Windows search bar, like an actual helpful Windows search bar.
It reminds me of the Power Toys, Power Tools, whatever the
That's what
fuck
it's
that
stolen
program
from.
is.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that stole that.
Yeah. Fair.
It's awesome.
I never remember it, and I always. The only time I ever open it is by accident when I fat
Isn't like
finger keys. It's Alt space.
yeah, because on a Mac it's the whatever key is right next to space, which I think is command.
Yeah.
Because copy and paste isn't Control C, Control V. It's Command C and Command V.
What the fuck is Burry doing up there?
I thought he was watching Attack on Titan.
He's got Dying Light 2 open.
Excuse me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Probably saw like some sort of skin or something. I don't know. You can never like assume with him because he'll go on he'll see one thing about like a skin or a cosmetic and he'll get in there and like I don't know. For all I know, this weekend it's like an all-out Dying Light 2 marathon because they added something. Um,
God.
was it dumb?
No, me and Burry are like the same fucking person. Oh, and you hit it on the head too.
Cosmetic.
Yeah, free cosmetics. So I sent him a message that was like, yo, what's going on up there? I sent it in Steam. And then I sent some anime fucking wolf girl with a thumbs up because, I like Dying Light too.
Mm-hmm.
He sent me back another sticker of the same fucking wolf girl. So apparently he collects them too in the points shop. I always go through the points shop and look for new stickers that I like. I
I
like
try
the
to every once in a
like,
while, but then I see all the stuff I've already looked at and I get bored and I click away.
yeah.
I have all these points but nothing to spend it on.
And that's okay. They're free points anyways. It's not like,
Yeah.
but
Well, they're not free. I'll
okay.
tell
Well,
you.
they're extra points.
I'll tell you quite honestly. I my Steam account worth will prove the contrary.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I think I got a new one recently. It's a goose. Just strutting. I like it.
Um, hell, we just dumped into another Steam game, just another game on the collection list.
Yeah, but we already have a lot of hours in that game, and
We
we
have
like it.
17 hours in that.
I know, that's what I mean. We have a lot already.
Man, I was hurting the other night.
Dude, those Merlings were fucking us up.
Those double 1 a.m. I was getting sick and tired of that whole campaign. I thought it was the dumbest thing being on boats.
Yeah, guess what? We need to do it again.
I know, because you fucking have internet hell going on right now.
Also, we team wiped. Like, we died.
No, that's the other
Oh,
campaign.
oh, you're talking about the second.
No, I'm telling you, you dropped out of the second, Burry and
I
I
know.
finished, and then we team wiped the third campaign.
Yeah, I'm talking the third. We need to do the third again.
No, we need to do the second again, because you need to finish the second.
At some point, I don't care that much.
But yeah, we need the second, and then we need to do the first.
That's because, well, we need to wait for Eric to come back for that shit. Or do you want to get the last checkbox thing
No, I
and
want
the
to get the
character?
goddamn character. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the last checkbox. I'm like over here like saying, "Hey, should we get it?" And we're just like, "Oh, let's end it." I'm like, "Don't we want this fucking character? I think that's pretty. I think they're one of the top-rated characters in the game,
maybe we can all be shepherds and just have a bunch of sheep. Go get the character.
bro." Our last campaign we played, we had the absolute most dog water team comp for no reason.
You know what's crazy? Part of my mind says that if we all just took the character that we were used to out of the ones we've picked, it would have went better.
Well, we all tried to
Like,
flip it up,
if I had your character, Burry had my character, and you had Burry's, I think we could have
yes.
done made something out of it.
Probably. We're over there trying to figure out how to play our characters. Like I had like you and like Burry had more armor than me, and I was like supposed to be the tank, and I was getting hit all the fucking goddamn time. I had no armor. Cause I think all the armor was like +4 like evasion. It's like, oh, that's me. I'm like over here like, oh man, I I need like something. I was still rocking like the first vest I got. It was such a bullshit campaign.
I tend to not do evasion at all and just spec in the armor. So like you always get all the evasion shit usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only
Just
campaign I was getting like fuck all with evasion. It pissed me off. I think I ended at the end with like 40, and you guys were like sitting at like 20 something, or like Bert was sitting at 20, and I felt like such. I'm like I'm trying, and I was like just not working out for me. The other one
and
I
the
got like
first one you were at like 65 and
I know it finally felt like it was working.
it was great.
It's the most bullshit fucking.
I
I
don't know if
love
we
it.
even said it yet. We're talking about For the King 2,
Yes, For the King
which
2, sequel to
we
For the
like a
King
lot.
1. Honestly, I would say it's not even a sequel. I would say For the King 2 is what they want is like a better renditioning of For the King 1. Like it's a more thought out,
Yeah.
more well done.
It's a little
Like it's hard to
different.
call it a sequel. I feel like they fixed a lot of stuff in its own new game and like made it refined ideas. Combat
Yeah.
is more
It's
refined.
it's the same concept, but they made some very large changes to core mechanics of the game.
But when you like think of For the King 1, it feels like some of the mechanics weren't even thought out. Like combat was pretty lame in comparison.
Yeah.
Like three people in a row, three people in a row. This feels like they actually thought out like, oh, combat should be more of the like term like people in front, people behind, blocking.
Yeah. There's a grid and you can move around now, basically, is what changed.
Yes. So I find it more of a refining of one, of more like trying to get to what I think they were trying to achieve in the first one, but maybe just fell short of it. Um, but yes, it's a good game. It's worth the game. And when they have dungeons, that's all we'll ever play.
Yeah, so we need to get through the campaign now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to get our lore.
Dude, I missed out on so much lore.
missed out on like 4 different. I think on 3 separate occasions now you missed out on lore.
I know. Because my internet drops for 30 seconds at a time.
It's always in a dungeon too when we can't save or do anything.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying. But I can't do a whole lot.
Bro, can I
I
bring
don't
up
know.
something?
Sure.
The Spy Kid movies were some of the greatest movies ever made in our childhood.
They definitely weren't bad.
I won't argue
I don't
that
think
like
I
the
have the same
CGI.
love as you guys do, but they're definitely. They were interesting and different and good in their
I
own
won't
way.
argue that the CGI wasn't bad, but like sure as hell were they trying to be different.
Yeah.
Um, I've been loving it. Oh, that was a great trilogy to watch
In
backwards.
reverse.
Um, it really doesn't matter much of anything. Like there's no like watching reverse didn't feel like any.
No, it seemed fine.
Oh, the video game one is just so fucking top notch. He's the guy. The guy dies. You're the guy again. I don't know. It feels like we've had that moment in like video games where like, oh, Fee's gonna clutch up. Fee dies. Like,
All
oh,
right,
Bruno, you're gonna clutch
new
up.
guy, you're the guy.
Okay, all we have to do is 2v5 this dies. Okay, all you have to do is 1v5 this.
It's 5 1v1s, just in a row. Get to it.
Can't think about it as a 5v1. Um, yeah. Did I have anything? Oh, shit. Trying to think if I had anything else. You probably did more leave stuff this week. Or you ignored it for a
Um,
week.
I, did I blow my leaves last week? Was that a
You
week
blew
ago
them last
already?
week, but on my daily drives to work, I've been noticing the trees have been sparser and sparser,
Yeah,
quicker and
no, I
quicker.
haven't touched them since then.
Okay. Rebuilding up the pile for
Yep,
um
basically. There's a good amount out there. Not like what it was though. I think I got more than half of them already now with that one time. I might need to
gotcha.
get gas though. I emptied out my gas can. I could probably manually mix it, but I don't like not measuring a gallon out. I got
I
little tubs for the oil for the two-stroke, you know.
I
They
think
make a
over the
gallon.
summer I did 2 full gallon and a half. Um, Not even full. You only use like two-ish, 2.5-ish gallons of gas for my mow in the summer.
I have a 1 gallon tank for mix gas, and I think like I used like one leaf blower tank, which I think is like a half a gallon, maybe a little bit more.
Gotcha. Yeah, I
But that
think
was
and
all
that's
at
the whole.
once, so
Yeah, I mean, my yard's not big, but I'm pretty efficient with my cutting, so I just didn't need.
yeah.
I use almost a whole on like the middle of the summer when it's growing fast. I use almost a whole tank of like I use one tank of um
The lawnmower.
the the lawnmower's tank. Like it's
Yeah.
if I'd started up next week, it'd be pretty low. On it would be just enough to
Mm-hmm.
maybe get started, but then it would run out pretty quick. But I'm pretty efficient at making it all in one tank.
Yeah. I don't really pay attention to how much gas I use. I just kind of when I have enough cans empty, I go get more.
I get it. You have like a 50-gallon drum of diesel just sitting there waiting to
No,
go.
I think I only have like 2 diesel cans.
I get it. Juan comes
I
over and
at
drops.
least I only have 2 colored diesel cans. Like I have 2 yellow 5 gallon cans.
I
But
get it. Juan drops a load in your
dude,
like Ingra.
that would be great. But I don't use
Um,
enough.
Yet till we do an engine swap in your Jeep.
There you go.
That way we can hear your cold. We'll call you up when you're gonna do a cold start.
Dude, throw a 4BT Cummins in there. That'd be good.
With a big old stack.
No, I don't need a stack. It's fine. They just
Well, no, you could
seem
put.
inconvenient.
But then we could have one stack be a snorkel and one stack be the.
Oh God. You know, sure. Fuck it.
Because the snorkel is input, right? It's for
Yeah,
air in.
yeah. It's
So
intake.
one we'll do the one do a snorkel for the intake and a snorkel for the outtake.
I think they sell a Mopar snorkel kit for them.
We're already halfway there.
Yeah, no, they definitely do, and it's fucking kind of stupid looking.
It'll match the aesthetic. I'm surprised I haven't seen it more. Only because I believe, like, if there's something to like an accessory to buy, people will buy it.
It's just kind of weird looking, man. I don't know.
But
And
that's
you
like
gotta
the
cut your
appeal.
hood.
That's the appeal for some people.
Yeah. But also, like, if you need a snorkel, you're in some deep shit.
Well, it's not for you're not actually using it.
I know.
Aesthetic. Um, any future predictions of what we're gonna see on the sphere for the Las Vegas Grand Prix next weekend?
I don't know, but I think I'm more excited for the sphere than I am for the race.
Every once in a while, not every once in a while. Of late, one of my YouTube recommended videos is the sphere, um, like live video in Vegas, and I go in to see like if they're doing anything fun or cool with it,
By the
especially
way,
at night.
my truck can go in 30-inch deep water stock.
I mean, you know.
That's a lot of fucking water, man. Yeah. But no, I'm absolutely excited for the sphere.
Um, Apparently it's supposed to be the coldest F1 race like ever.
It checks out.
I don't. It is wild to me that they decided to do it in like middle of November. I don't think it's supposed to be hot there, but I don't think like a desert at night in November is supposed to be.
Bro, they have a QR code on the sphere and that's it right now?
No, don't. It
That's the
was just
best you can do?
jellyfish. Calm. Came in at the worst. Look at them. Look at the bubbles. There's like something coming
I
up.
see your dumb little bubbles.
Um, Guy I work with went and uh saw the. I think the only music concert in there is U2 right now, but he went to see a concert and it was like he pictures he got of it was like wild.
I have seen a couple people online say that like the stuff inside of it has been insane.
I will give Vegas this. They are pivoting hard in a good way. If they're going to lose gambling in a lot of areas, they are pivoting really good for um like I would go out to Vegas. I would go to Vegas to see a concert in that thing cuz like where else are you going to get to experience like
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
um
Also, like Vegas is pissed right now about F1. I keep getting reels about it.
whatever. Get over it. Like what you live in the like
It's a fucking shocked Pikachu meme, is what it is. It's like have a city built on entertainment, have an event for entertainment. What
like
happened?
like oh like look at Monaco. You don't see Monaco getting pissed off that like Formula One's like oh man, all the streets shut down for a weekend for the rate. Like that's just what I'm sure some. Well, you can't. I don't know what person in because the Monaco race has been going on for years now. There's probably like No, don't get me wrong.
Decades.
I'm sure there was like five. I'm sure there's some people in Monaco that lived there before racing was in there. I'm sure there's
I
like
don't know if there are. They might be dead.
they might be, maybe there's like one or two left. But like it's like modern day. You don't move to Monaco and not expect like the middle of June or end of May.
There's gonna be a handful of people in Monaco that are this old.
Okay.
1929.
Oh no, that's probably all dead. Yeah, they're all dead.
That's
Well, 90
fucking
something.
early.
Like 90, maybe like yeah, one or two people. Remember, they have that rich people healthcare. They have that healthcare that we don't get.
So
Um,
goddamn rich you don't even pay taxes on anything.
but like, you don't move to Monaco and get upset that like fucking there's a race every couple weekends in the summer that the whole like t- country shuts down.
Yeah.
You don't. Oh wow, living in Vegas. Wow, they're shutting it down to have an event. Like yeah, okay, sorry. Like
The Monaco Grand Prix was not held from 1939 to 1944 due to financial reason, or sorry, due to World War II.
yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of wars going on at that time.
And in 1945 to 47 due to financial reasons, probably from World War II.
Well,
And then
isn't
it's
it like
like,
is it France or Italy?
what?
Like it's surrounded by.
I think France. It's between France and Italy.
Is it between or is it still all encompassed by one?
Hold on, let me look. I'm scrolling out.
Zoom, enhance.
Um. Okay, name Monaco. Where'd you go? It's France, but you're like a stone throw from Italy.
Both countries weren't really feeling it in the war, so it's not a surprise.
Yeah. I always forget how tiny that country is.
Dumb. Again, it's like if you can't move there and be if you want to move there being rich and upset that there's like a race weekend, like you can't be. It's just like that's what that country is. It's a Formula 1 race every so often.
Monaco is 510 acres. That's minuscule.
Joe Schmo's farm over there is probably like 1,000.
That's what I mean. That's so tiny.
Yeah. Um,
And it's not even the smallest country.
I was in one of the smallest countries.
What country?
I vis- I basically visited all around Liechtenstein.
Vatican City is the smallest.
It is the smallest.
Um, what's San Marino, Liechtenstein?
I
What
think
country did?
Liechtenstein
Where
is
did
where
you
I paid
stay?
them like what?
What? Where did you say you were?
Liechtenstein?
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yep. I paid like $20 or $10. I think it was like 10. I think I paid 20 to 10 of their dollars or euros to get my passport stamped.
It's fair.
My passport's almost expired next year at this time. I have the stamp right here. 'Cause I almost got worried because my cruise, apparently they don't like it when it's less than 6 months left on it.
Yeah. By the way, Liechtenstein, 39,000 acres.
39,000 acres. Okay. So bigger.
And that's a small country though. Yeah, it's crazy to put into perspective. Like it doesn't make sense why Monaco is a country, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Got a stamp.
Nice.
don't get stamps for the cruise. Like, after I'm, like, on the ship, no one ever asks for it. It's kind of weird.
I don't know.
Um, but we're good. We can wrap it up there. You want to know why?
Yeah, because that's all we got time for.
On this week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, thanks for listening and goodbye.
See you later.